Hi, welcome to day 1 of 21-day SQL challenge. Every day we will try to solve at least 5 SQL queries so that by the end of this 21 days you will be solving 21 into 5, which is 105 SQL queries, which will definitely help you crack any interview. So let's start with the first question of day 1. This question is taken from Leet Code, and this question has a table called products table, and the columns that are available in this table are product ID, which is an integer date type, and it is the primary key. Next column is low fats, which is enum type. Enum means it is a yes or no type of column. So if the product is a low fat product, the column will be having Y in it, and if it is not a low fat product, this column will have N in it. Okay, and then the next column is recyclable. It is also a enum type of column, which means if the product is recyclable, it will be having Y in it, and if it is not recyclable, it will have N in it. So if you look at this table, you will get an idea of how the table will look like. So product ID is basically integers and it is unique. And then there is low fats, which is an enum type of column, which means if the product is a low fat product, it is going to be Y, and if it is not, it is going to be N. Then there is recyclable, which is again a enum type, which means if it is not recyclable, it will have N, and if it is recyclable, it will have Y. Okay, now let's read the question. Write a solution to find the IDs of the products that are both low fat and recyclable. Return the result in any order. So, whenever you are writing a query, there are three things to be kept in mind. What you need to display or what you need to execute. Okay? So, here, if you read the question says you need to find the IDs of the products. So, what you need to display or what is the requirement of this question? You need to find the IDs of the product. So, you need to display product IDs. That is the column name is product IDs, right? So you need to get or display product IDs. And now let's move on to what is the condition, and then we will come to where is the data. So now, is there any condition? Yes, the condition is that the product should be both low fat and recyclable. How will we know that it is low fat product? If the low fat column has Y in it, and if it is recyclable if the recyclable column has Y in it. So there are two conditions. One is low fats column should have Y in it. Now since this Y is a string type, we will have this apostrophes, and you also need the product to be recyclable. So recyclable column should also be Y. Since this is a string, I'll put in columns. Okay. Now, if you look at all the columns that are mentioned till now, that is, you need to get product ID, low fat, and recyclable. All these columns are present in one table, which is products table, right? So where is this data? This data is in products table. Okay, so this is what you need to write a SQL query. Okay, now let's understand which clauses or statements we will use. So since you need to display or you need to find the product ID, we will usually use the select statement. Now, If it was to delete, then you have to use the delete statement. And if it was to create, then you will have to use the create statement. All these are the statements that you will use in what you need to do or execute step. Okay, then if you look at the next step, where is the data? Basically you're trying to get it from a table, right? So you will use either the from clause, and if all these columns that are mentioned is not in one table, then first you will have to join the tables and then use the from clause. Okay, now the next step is to write the condition. So usually in order to write any condition, we will use the where clause, or if we need to group something, then you will use group by. The condition is to group something, we will use group by. So these are basically the statements or clauses that we will be using. Now let's dive into writing the query. So the first step, what do you need to write? What is the first step that you need to do? You need to display the product ID. So which command will we use? We will use the select statement. So we'll select product ID, and from where do we select it? We select it from the products table, because we don't need to join anything. So we'll directly use it from table. And then what is the condition? Here, since we don't have to group by anything, we will directly use the where clause, where low fats is yes and recyclable is also yes. And then we will run it. And that's it. This is how you need to solve a SQL query. I hope this video was beneficial for you. In the next video, we will solve question 2 of day 1. Thank you.